Now, it's been long talked about as a ticking time bomb. Stubborn youth unemployment in South Africa, a problem that simply refuses to go away. Now, in Diepsloot, north of Johannesburg, young people there say they have very little to celebrate on this Youth Day. Last week, the community, fed up with high incidents of crime, took to the streets demanding police intervention. They say unemployment is fueling crime in the area. eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu spent Youth Day in Diepsloot and filed this report.
A community trapped in the never-ending cycle of poverty and high levels of crime. And on a day meant to celebrate their hard-earned freedom, young people here say they have little to celebrate.
There's nothing to be celebrated from here, because if you are to look at it, there's minimal programs which are actually aimed at uplifting the youth. If you can look at Diepsloot as a whole, there's around 70 to 75% unemployment on the youth.
We are facing a lot of things. We are facing unemployment. The unemployment in Diepsloot is too high. That we have a youth who are supporting their families, who are not working, they don't know how to handle it. There are a lot of things that we are facing. As females, as young children, we are facing the issue of crime. We have been, every day we are raped.
24-year-old Pendulo Ndlovu completed his matric back in 2016. He has now given up hope of ever finding a job.
It is a very, very big problem. Unemployment, we don't have, I just feel like there's no investment in the youth. We are forgotten, you know. You look at all the jobs that people are applying for, they all need experience, they all need some certain level of degrees. And when you look at the townships and the people who really, really need these, they're not given that advantage, or they're not given that experience to go and look for their jobs. So it's very difficult.
But it's not all doom and gloom. Some young people here refuse to give in to the hopelessness and are taking matters into their own hands. After being retrenched from his job 3 years ago, 28-year-old Pesi Malepe started this food garden with the aim of helping those in need.
So we decided to start the food garden so that some of the fresh produce that we get from the food garden, we can then take them to the soup kitchen and cook in return. And some of them that we don't use in the soup kitchen, we can then go to the street and sell as a fundraising campaign. Sell then the money that we generate, we then go and buy some of the dry stock.
And years later, his work here is finally bearing fruit.
We are currently feeding 400 plus people a day, and with 20 young people that are involved that are not working.
Aside from the kitchen, the 28-year-old also attends the Youth Crime Prevention Desk, where he serves as one of the leaders.
We must be the voice of this community because we are the future generation. So we must be the voice in helping raising awareness, having programs that are, addressing these criminal activities issues that we are facing as a community.
His hope is to bring more young people on board and to get much needed support from government in order to increase the size of his food garden. Manqoba Mchunu, Diepsloot.